Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be doing a review of the FangCun. So all of these reviews from the Cubicle unboxing are going to be fairly short and just quick. I'm not going to make super long videos on these. So my first impressions of this was that it's exactly like a Diane Zanchi and it moves, except it just seemed a little bit different in the way it felt and stuff like that. And my impression really hasn't changed very much on that. I've done a whole bunch of averages. I filmed an average with this. And I'll probably upload that with a commentary on it at some point in time. Now it's a FangCun, and I'm not sure if that's the company name and the cube name. So it's FangCun Cube. I'm not seeing like any other type of name besides Magic Cube. Here's FangCun again. A picture, maybe that's the name, I just can't read it. So I'm not seeing any other thing on there. So maybe the brand is FangCun and they just named their first cube over the FangCun, which is exactly the same as the Diane Zanchi. So I've opened this up and I've compared the pieces. This is a 100% replica knockoff of the Diane Zanchi. And I didn't get this for a long time because I'm a huge supporter of Diane. I prefer Diane over their people who knock off their cubes just because why not? It's pretty much the same price. I mean, this one is a little bit cheaper, I will give it that. But I mean, a Zanchi is not very expensive anyways, right? But I do recall that this puzzle came out a little bit after the Zanchi. Like the Zanchi hadn't been out for all too long before this one came out, so maybe at the time the prices were quite a bit different, but now they're not. So I just, personally, I would rather, now having this, I would rather just have a regular Diane brand Zanchi. However, this thing actually does live up to a lot of expectations that I had from what other people had said. It moves exactly like a Zanchi. Has a little bit of a different sound. Now, the feel of this is, I would say just the actual feel of the way the plastic moves is quite a bit different than a real Zanchi. As far as the corner cutting, you know, oh, there's a pop, which can happen on a Zanchi. That was actually the first pop that I've had on this cube, and I've done probably 100 solves on it. But that's because I was doing some really extreme corner cutting. I mean, like, I rarely ever even have to reverse corner cut that much, and it reverse corner cuts like with little effort, right? And I mean, with regular corner cutting, this is probably maybe the max that I would have to do it while solving, and it can cut really far. So the performance is the same, but the feel is different. And I see what people were saying now, that it must be a different plastic or something like that. I can definitely say it doesn't feel like a exact, well, at least the way I have mine set up, it doesn't feel like one of those original plastic Zanchis. It definitely doesn't feel like a mass-produced Zanchi, like the one that you would buy today. It definitely feels a little bit better than that. So in my opinion, it does feel better than a Zanchi that you would buy today. It just moves the same, that's all. It just feels different, but the performance is exactly the same. But if you have a cube that feels really nice and you really like the feeling of it, sometimes you just get into the flow of solving better. You know what I mean? So it can have some placebo effect on it. So I'm just going to do a quick solve here. All right. Oh, I did the wrong OLL there. But as you can see, it moves very well. It's honestly, if I didn't have an original plastic Zanchi, which I don't even use anymore because I use the GANS 3, and I had tried this before, I would probably use this over one of the Zanchis you would get today. But I do like my original plastic Zanchi. It's got a different sound. It's a little bit different. The feeling is different, but the performance, of course, is the same. It's the exact same pieces. So I don't really know what to say more about this. I mean, we've all seen Zanchi reviews. There's 100 of them on the internet, you know. So I'm going to do another solve here so you can just see some more performance. Plus, I've got an average of 12 coming out. Okay. So, viewfinder solving. But I did that cross totally wrong. Anyways, I hate doing it through the viewfinder. That's why I'd rather show you guys the performance through an average, because it's just easier for me to do. I'm not making stupid mistakes. Anyways, yeah, it's a very good cube. I do recommend it. If you'd like this, you can buy it at the Cubicle. The link will be in the description. I think they have just black and white, I believe. I don't think they're stickerless, but I think it's just black and white, and it's fairly cheap. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next video.